So this is the breakfast room at the Hotel Osula. It goes along with the cuteness. Everything done to perfection. And I'm number 10, so assuming this is all mine. Okay, well I better get stuck into it. Oh, so cute. That river never runs out of water. Okay. This is early for me to eat breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning, but it looks so nice. Even the plates look antique. Look at that. So I've just left the guest house, Osula, which is just there. And she told me to take a picture from up here. So it's nice view. Beautiful settings. It's like a fairy tale. So I'm off to Heidelberg today, and I hope to pass a couple of waterfalls with a bit of luck. All the gardens around here have got so many flowers. The lady was telling me she's in a wheelchair, and she couldn't speak English, but she got the gist that one of her legs, she's lost the nerve in her leg, so she can stand but she can't walk. So she's been here for 40 years. That's it. There's my guest house. I'm just leaving the Osula. Very quaint. Poor old lady there. She's in a wheelchair. She's been in a wheelchair 40 years. Told me her husband died. She used to run a restaurant. Something wrong with her knee. Must be a nerve or something, and she can't walk. So now we're heading off to Heidelberg, and we'll try and see a couple of waterfalls on the way. There's a big one around here, but everybody says it's not worth it because you have to pay 10 euros, which is $15 just to see it. So everyone's knocking it, so give that a miss. Don't like paying for things that are natural. Thanks, Google. She's talking again. Here we go, leaving this quaint town again, the Black Forest. And it's stopped raining at the moment, which is good. I just realised she only charged me 50 euros, which is $70. So I can't remember what it was supposed to be, but that's probably the best value hotel I've ever had. Heidelberg's only a couple of hours from here, so I can afford to do a little bit of sightseeing. Big castle up there, or something looks like a castle. Definitely a fairyland sort of landscape here. Somebody's going to school, probably. A bit of mist coming off the ground. It's quite parky at the moment. It's only 8:30, so main thing is it's not raining. Well, this is my first waterfall of the day. Looks a bit man-made, but maybe there's another one further up. A bit of a walk here, so maybe there's another one. We'll go for a little walk and let's hope there's no bears. I don't know what wild animals you get around here. Maybe some fairies. Okay, more climbing. Not sure what's up here, so I'll just go a little climb and see what's there. See if I can see any bears. I don't know what that says, but it says don't go this way, it's full of bears. Okay, that goes up. Well, here we are. That must be the creature that lives there. It's a time-keeping parrot bird. That's what I need. I wonder if they're magical mushrooms. They look very tasty. Okay, here's a crossroad. I've got no idea what's up here, so 0.6, 0.2, I don't know what it is, but I'll go this one, that's 0.2, and it might be a view, I don't know, although it's a bit misty, so not sure what. Nice and quiet, apart from the sound of the waterfall. I haven't met any creatures yet. There's an arrow pointing this way, so it's a red one, so it looks like a devil's thing, so trident. Who knows what's up here. Now these green plants here, they're called nettles. There's two types, there's a stinging nettle and a nettle. Now these are called nettles. These don't sting you, and you can tell because the stinging nettles have little spines on it. Now this, if you break the leaves off and put them in water, you make a nice herbal tea. There you go. That's your tip for the day. Assuming you got boiling water on hand. That's what you call a large fungus. This is some sort of fungus. Probably can't eat it. I wonder who eats that. I'm not alone. Somebody just ran past me. Some more of the locals. Orange, my favourite colour. That one doesn't look very edible. Got no idea what this is. Beam Aussie House. It's got Aussie in it, so it must be good. Half a kilometre. Nippenberg, 0.2. Doesn't really tell you what they are. Oh well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. They're like pixie mushrooms, those ones. This is the big daddy. Nice little Christmas bush. There's some nice sized Christmas trees here for your house. Just got to bring a spade with you, dig them up. No one's going to miss them. That's definitely not edible. Leave that for the pixies. Okay, this is the turning point. I walked a couple of kilometres and I just keep seeing signs pointing to places. It doesn't seem to be going. It seems to be lots of. They must be all hiking trails, so not going anywhere. So I'll turn back now and see if we can find a more natural waterfall. If you ever get stung by stinging nettle, Mother Nature's provided you with a cure. Close by, there's always these leaves growing, these little plants growing, which are called, in England we used to call them dock leaves. So what you do is you break off a leaf, give it a good spit on it as lubrication, and then hold it on the painful area, and within a few minutes the sting will go away. Mother Nature's cure. Just found this, I think this is off a sycamore tree. What you used to do is to throw it up in the air and it comes down like a helicopter. Now this plant here, this is the seed pod. And we used to, in England, no sorry, in Australia they got these, and we used to call them money trees, because when it first, the flower goes to seed, it looks like a silver disc, and then when it gets older it turns into this pod. So we used to call them money trees. There you go. So good old Google Maps just working again, just at the right time when I need it. And so I don't need Navman at the moment, he's having a rest, or she's having a rest I should say. These towns have all, they've really got really narrow streets, so if you've got a small car it's a big advantage. There's a good old Aldi. Aldi, good, different. We just come into this little town, it's 30 kilometres an hour and there's a sign that says radar. So I'm doing 25. This guy's slowed right down, but there's a whole heap of cars behind. Better be safe than sorry, I don't want to get a speeding fine. Not for 30 kilometres an hour anyway. There's an old castle up there, which you might pull over. Some old remains. Once probably was a nice castle years ago. This is a magical mystery tour. Google says here, and it's somebody's backyard. Swimming pool. There's some nice little flowers. Oh, I got them. That's the seeds I've collected before. I can hear water, so maybe it's down here. I'm really in the woods now. More toadies. It's not what you call accessible. I've got a funny feeling this is going to be a flop. I can hear it, but I don't know why they bother to put it on the map when it's just hard to get to. And here we go. Hold your breath. This is the mighty, I don't know what the name is even. Are you serious? Must be short of waterfalls if they've got a... Put this on Google Maps. But I can't believe they've got this on Google Maps as an official waterfall, even though it is a waterfall. Well, I guess you call this a bit disappointing. I'm all this way out of my way to find this. That guy there just pulled up at the exact same spot. He's just turned around and driven off. Now I've looked at the walking track instead of driving, and it's brought me here. So I think it's down there. I think Google Maps is sort of this guy's he's turning around coming back. So I'll just park here somewhere. I just spoke to that farmer. He said down here, but he said don't park here. Well, he didn't say that. He said 10 metres this way, so obviously to leave access. They're the people from the car I just saw. So the guy says park 10 metres. So I parked here just so that I get access in case he wants to get through. So the waterfall's down this way. So I'm not the only one that is fooled by Google Maps. I'm just following these people, so but it's a road, so I'm assuming this is the right way. And now there's 2 more people behind me following. Must be a popular waterfall, eh? Yeah, I found it. Zum Wasserfall. I'm now the guide. Now we just follow the other brick road to Zum Waterfall. It's nice to find I'm not the only one that can't find things. Well, this is marginally better than the last one, but not much better. So they're walking down, so maybe it's better further. We'll keep walking and see how we go. So now it's a case of the blind needing the blind. 2 people have gone ahead, 2 people behind are following. So let's go along a bit and see if it's a path, so it must go somewhere. Okay, we've come all the way down here and the sign says Wasserfall, back to where we came from, so maybe that was it. I just caught the woman, she just dropped her pants to have a quickie, and I just caught her in the end game. Anyway, we'll pretend we didn't notice it. Okay, they're all deciding what to do, so see, waterfall obviously was where we saw it, but not very good to build all these trails and then have a disappointing waterfall. Anyway, we're getting exercise, that's the main thing. Luckily it's only 2 hours to Heidelberg anyway, so I can afford to waste a bit of time looking for waterfalls. Yeah, there's some more down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the best. All 1 star. Okay, we're back to the Wasserfall. And there's a yellow line around the tree marking it, so anyway, out in the fresh air. We've even got a seat there. Probably if you're coming, it was a raging torrent. If it was been raining and pouring, and it might look a bit more spectacular. East field, so we'll head back up the winding track back to the car and find another waterfall. Okay, nearly back. Instead of calling it Zum Waterfall, they should call it Dumb Waterfall. Anyway, almost back. I recognise that manure. Definitely not a bear. Definitely not a sheep or a cow. Must be a horse. Okay, we're back at the car. So what I did, instead of following the driving signs, I followed the walking signs, which brought me to here. The walking path, so a bit easier. And I think the other people did the same thing. Okay, so we're about to leave and I'm going to have my lunch on the way. This is a roll I made from breakfast and some yogurt, and they gave me a sausage. That's the smallest sausage I've ever had. I don't know whether it's pate or what. Anyway, we'll find out when we get the skin off. So once again, Google Maps has dropped out, and so I've got Navman working now. So it pays to have a backup. Google Maps has completely dropped out. Navi's still going. There was so many roadworks, lots of roadworks through that last town, and poor old Navi, she had to redirect me 3 times, but she still got me on the right path. So you never throw away old technology. Sometimes it's better. My first train stop. How exciting, you say? This is when there's no waterfalls. It's a nice restaurant, colourful. Most of these towns are 30 kilometres an hour and you feel like you're going to get out and walk. So we're only 15 kilometres from Heidelberg. It says 11 minutes, but all of a sudden the traffic's slowed right down. Not sure what it is, whether it's a pay booth or something or what, but this guy on the left here, you can see how wide the lane is, and yet he's hogging as far to the left as possible, as if he's trying to overtake. I don't know what his game is, but he's certainly not going to gain anything by getting over to the left. If he gets any further, he'll be climbing the barrier. Okay, I'm in second gear now. It's gone from 4 lanes now to 2 lanes. This might just be a bottleneck unless they've got roadworks. 4 lanes into 2, and I'm now doing 30 kilometres an hour. I can see traffic as far as I can see. So there was a turn off the freeway, so I thought I'd follow everybody else, thinking I'll just find an alternative route. And now he's taking me back on the freeway, so we're no better off. So I've come off the freeway, and he's taking me back on.
Turn right and continue straight onto the motorway at 38.
So we're back on the freeway again. No better off. I've got 7 kilometres to go to get off it, my turn, but now we're going to have to join the traffic again. That spot there where these cars are turning, that's where I turned off it, following everybody else. Oh, so that was a waste of time, but got no idea what's holding everybody up. I've only got 6.8 kilometres to go, and it's 3:15. 6.8 kilometres doesn't sound like a long way to go, but when you're stopped, it's forever. So we're now travelling at the speed of 1,000 startled ants. I'm still in first gear, but we're moving constantly down to 2 lanes. Everybody's probably guessing, what is it? Is it roadworks? Is it an accident? We'll find out eventually, hopefully before the turn off. I can see the freeway way ahead, and it's chock-a-block all the way, so it goes a fair way. Heidelberg 14 kilometres. My turn off is 6 kilometres. Why everybody's on the right here, all hogging the right side of the road, going off the road rather than staying in the middle of the lane. I don't know why. Well, I can see a blue flashing light, so it must be an accident. It's probably about a kilometre ahead. We're getting close to it now. Everybody's changing lanes, so there's police on the left there. Maybe they're doing a breath test. That'd be annoying, wouldn't it? Looks like they've got part of the road cordoned off. after all that, it was an accident. 2 cars. My camera went flat right at the point where I wanted to show the accident. Anyway, we're on the way now, 3.9, and we're exiting. So it's all that hassle just because 2 cars had an accident and the whole lane was stopped, and it took about at least half an hour to get through all that. So this is my hotel, the Classic Inn it's called, for 2 nights. It looked really good on the internet. It's one of these key systems, so you have to put in all this, your booking information in this box, and then you get your key, and then you get up. Not sure about the park. It's supposed to be free parking. I'm in a spot which says free, so hopefully it'll be alright. So this is what you got to do. You got to put in your reservation number in the keypad here, and then your key pops out down here. So I've got that, and now everything you do, you've got to use the key card, which is this. Look on the left. Thank goodness. I'm in room 40, which is like the top floor or something. I don't know, second floor looks like. 40. It was about 4 flights of stairs. I don't know that much. You can get trapped on these the websites. You book it, booking.com, whatever it is, and it sounds really good, but sometimes you get trapped. Anyway, we don't have to move the car. I've still got to go 1 set of stairs. I'm in room 40, so open sesame. Maybe that way. Come on, don't do this to me. Thank you. So, this is it. I've already brought my bag up. Double bed. Very basic, small room. That's where you got to pay for things. And this is the bathroom. Standard shower. As I said, very small, but it suits me. So, let's have a shower. I hate to admit this. I was going to go to a fancy restaurant, and I thought, no, I can't be bothered. Here we are at Macca's, and look at this piece of cake, which is the same. Well, this is actually slightly bigger than the one I got in Switzerland. This just cost me $6, whereas in Switzerland it cost me about $10, $12 or something. So at least I know what it's going to taste like.